हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज डिस्कसन करबा क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ प्रोटीन। ऑलरेडी मुझे कही थी, आज टी क्लीयरली डिस्कसन करबा। द प्रोटीन्स आर कॉमनली क्लासिफाइड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज लाइक solubility and composition. According proteins are classified into the following groups. These are three types: simple protein, conjugated protein and derived protein. First one is simple protein. Simple proteins are divided into albumin, globulin, glutein, prolamine, scleroprotein, histones, protamines. And second one is a conjugated protein. That is subdivided into nucleoprotein, phosphoprotein, glycoprotein, lipoprotein, metalloproteins, chromoproteins. Third is derived protein. Derived protein is divided into two types. One is primary derived protein, and one is secondary derived protein. प्राइमरी डिराइव्ड प्रोटीन होची मेटा प्रोटीन, सेकेंडरी होची प्रोटीओसेस, पेप्टोन, पेप्टाइड। देन हम डिस्कशन करबा सिंपल प्रोटीन ऊपर। ऑन हाइड्रोलिसिस दे गिव्स ओनली अल्फा अमीनो एसिड्स। सिंपल प्रोटीन ओनली गिव्स अल्फा अमीनो एसिड्स। तो सब ग्रुप ऊपर डिस्कशन करबा। फर्स्ट है अल्बुमिन। दे आर सॉल्युबल इन वाटर, आल्सो दे कोआगुलेट ऑन हीटिंग। दे आर प्रेसिपिटेटेड बाय फुल सैचुरेशन विथ अमोनियम सल्फेट। एग्जांपल है एग एल्बुमिन, सेरम एल्बुमिन। Second one is globulin. Unlike albumins, they are insoluble in water and precipitated by full saturation with ammonium sulfate. Globulin example है serum globulin, uboglobulin of eggs. Third is glutein. Glutein टा कौन? They are plant protein. They are insoluble in water. They can coagulated by heat. They are rich in glutamic acid. Example है origenic of rice or glutein of wheat. एमती क्वेश्चन भी आसपार। ग्लूटेलिनटा कौन? प्लांट प्रोटीन ना बेसिक प्रोटीन ना फाइब्रस प्रोटीन ना सिंपलेस्ट प्रोटीन? ठीक अच्छे। ग्लूटेलिनटा आम प्लांट प्रोटीन। इज प्रोलामिन। प्रोलामिन दे आर ऑल्सो ए प्लांट प्रोटीन। दे कंटेन ए हाई कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ अमीनो एसिड प्रोलिन, सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज प्रोलामिन। एमती क्वेश्चन भी आसो, व्हाट इज प्रोलामिन? द हाई कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ अमीनो एसिड्स of proline, also called as prolamine. They are insoluble in water and absolute alcohol. They are soluble in dilute alcohol 70 to 80%. Example, gliadin of wheat, hordin of barley. Fifth is scleroprotein. They are a fibrous protein. Scleroprotein टा होचा हमारा fibrous protein. They are insoluble in water and salt solution. They have a great stability, so they from supporting structure of animals. Example, keratin of hair and nails, collagen of bone and skin. Sixth is histones. They are a basic protein. Histone है हमारा basic protein. They contain a high concentration of amino acid histidine. They are soluble in water. They are not coagulated by heat. Example, nucleohistone, globin of hemoglobin. Seventh is protamine. They are the simplest of protein. They contain 8 amino acids. Protamine contain 8 amino acids. They are soluble in water. They are not coagulated by heat. They are basic in nature. Example, sardine and creatinine in the sperm cell of certain fish. Simple proteins alla ebe conjugated protein discussion karba. These are simple proteins combined with a non-protein group called prosthetic group. And the basic prosthetic group are divided in subgroups. First one is nucleoprotein. Nucleoprotein they contain nucleic acid as the prosthetic group. Example, virus protein. Second is phosphoprotein. They contain phosphoric acid as the prosthetic group. Here the phosphoric acid is generally linked to hydroxyl group of certain amino acid like serine. Example, casein of milk, betaline of egg. Third is glycoprotein. They contain carbohydrate as a prosthetic group. Example, mucin of saliva. Fourth is lipoprotein. They contain lipid like fatty acid, phospholipid and cholesterol as the prosthetic group. Example, lipoprotein of blood, lipoprotein of egg yolk. Fifth is metalloprotein. They contain metal ion as the prosthetic group. Example, ferritin which contain iron, ceruloplasmic which contain copper. This is chromoprotein. They contain colored substance like porphyrins as the prosthetic group. Example, hemoglobin and cytochrome. The simple protein sarla, conjugated protein sarla, last is derived protein. These are formed from simple and conjugated proteins by physical or chemical factor. Derived proteins are divided in two type, what is primary and secondary. Primary they are denatured products of protein. They are formed by the action of heat, acid or alkalis on protein. Denaturation occurs without hydrolytic cleavage of the protein molecule. Primary derived protein include proteins, metaproteins, coagulate proteins proteins. These are product of protein formed by action of water, dilute acid and enzyme. Example, fibrin from fibrinogen, myosin from myosin. Metaprotein, they are formed by the action of slightly stronger acid and alkali on protein. Example, acid and alkali albuminate. Third is conjugated protein. They are insoluble products formed by the action of heat or alcohol on proteins. Example, cooked egg albumin, alcohol, precipitated protein. And secondary derived protein, they are formed by hydrolytic cleavage of protein and their peptide linkage. Example, proteases, peptone and peptide.